Very good afternoon to friends. In this video, I am going to discuss about screw thread. It is one of the form measuring mechanism. Screw thread. It is a very important gauging which plays a vital role in industrial metrology. In contrast to measurements of geometric features such as length and diameter, screw thread measurement is more complex. We need to measure interrelated geometry aspects such as pitch diameter, lead, helix, flank angle, among others. So in this video we are going to discuss in detail about those measuring methodology, measuring tools and terminology of screw thread. So in this slide we are looking the thread. Here we are looking at the thread which is having the flank angle, that is the angle made by the thread, and also we are looking at pitch diameter, that is imaginary line drawn with the pitch circle, that is called pitch diameter. Pitch is the distance between two crests of the threads. Major diameter and minor diameter and the pitch of the thread also we are looking at this picture. The crest, it is a top surface joining the two sides of the thread. The flank, it is a surface between crest and root, that is a side face, we can call it a side face, that is a joining surface between crest and root. Root is nothing but it is a groove, bottommost part of the groove between the two flanks of the thread. Pitch, as we have seen, it is the distance measured parallel to the axis from point on the thread to the corresponding next point. That is the distance between two crests. We can say it as pitch, two threads. Helix angle is made by the helix of the thread at the pitch line with the axis. Flank angle, it is a thread with the perpendicular to the thread axis. Depth of the thread, the distance between the crest and the root of the thread. Major diameter is imaginary coaxial cylinder which would touch the crest of the external or internal thread. Minor diameter is nothing but a core diameter. It is an imaginary coaxial cylinder which would touch the roots of the external thread or external thread. Addendum and dedendum are the two important terminologies coming in screw thread as well as in gear also. In the next we will be seeing the gears. There also we will come across addendum and dedendum. Addendum is the radial distance between the major and pitch cylinders for external thread, that is major diameter. The radial distance between minor and pitch cylinder for internal threads, that is upper part is called addendum. The half of the upper part is called addendum. Bottom of the half part is called dedendum. The radial distance between the pitch and minor cylinder for external thread. Here we will not get any confusion. If you look at the thread, the top of threaded portion, the top of we can call it as addendum, and the bottom half of the thread we can call it as dedendum. Need not to get any confusion over here. Errors in screw thread. Yes, always whenever we are doing the machining or measuring, we will come across some errors. Error may be caused by the measuring tools or manufacturing machine tool or by operators. So there are many possibilities to come across error in screw threads. The major diameter error is a reduction in the flank contact. That is, if the thread bolt and nut are matting, it may be there is a gap, that is called major diameter error. Minor diameter is a reduction in flank contact. There is a flank contact. If it is a fully contact, then the fitness will be strong. That may not be possible if interference is lacking. Pitch error is a total length of the thread engaged will be either too high or too small. That is called pitch error. The picture can be classified as progressive, periodic, drunken, and irregular error. We will see one by one. The progressive error, the pitch of the thread is uniform but is longer or shorter its nominal value than its nominal value. It is called as progressive thread. Likewise, we will have different types of threads. Drunken error, that is, errors are repeated once per turn of the thread in a drunken thread. If the thread is not cut parallel, then we will be getting a drunken thread. It is irregular manner, irregular threads. It may be due to the machine fault or non-uniformity, cutting action is incorrect, machine disturbances. We can measure the various elements of thread like major diameter, minor diameter, pitch, thread angle and form angle. Major diameter can be measured by means of ordinary micrometer and bench micrometer. These are the two instruments are used for measuring the major diameter of the thread. See, now we are looking at the bench micrometer. That is, the cylinder is placed between the threaded workpiece and the reading is taken. That is, the cylinder will be removed and the thread screw will be fitted between two measuring anvils. As we are seeing in the diagram, the part which is going to be measured is placed between measuring anvils. This is the diagram of the bench micrometer. Here we will be fitting the threaded portion, that is the object or specimen which we are going to measure, and we can take the readings in the dial as well as the micrometer, main and scale. So more clarity we can find from here also with the comparison of the previous slide. Now look at this, how we are measuring the major diameter. We can use simple formula. Diameter of the setting cylinder, that is, initially we are putting the cylinder, then we are removing the cylinder, then after that we are putting the specimen, that is the workpiece. First we are putting cylinder, second we are loading the workpiece. The cylinder diameter is called capital S. Micrometer reading of the screw thread is R2, that is R2 or D2. The difference between diameters or difference between radius, all are same. Micrometer reading on setting cylinder, that will give the major diameter of the screw thread. For internal thread also we can do in similar manner. For the formula is the same formula, cylinder diameter, thread reading, dial indicator reading on the standard. This is another type of internal thread measuring thread, that is thread measuring machine. These are various types of thread measuring machine. The minor diameter, if you look at the diameter, the minor diameter, as we have seen, it is the lowermost diameter where the depth of the thread, at the bottom of the thread, is called minor diameter of the thread. As we have seen in the previous one, these are the methods used to measure the minor thread diameter. We can use the micrometer, one wire method, two wire method, and three wire methods. Those things will be discussed in the coming slides. That is one wire method. Here we are putting the wire over the gap between, that is in the flank, and we are fixing the micrometer anvils. The two wire method, in both upper and lower part we are fixing the wires. The three wire method, in the lower part 2 wires, in the upper part 1 wire. Here we are seeing the 3 wired measuring of thread diameter.